I will say, Judge, before we do the plea, I was informed by probation, he did a TRAS in anticipation of his sentencing for next week in felony courts. And apparently they are recommending inpatient treatment. So he's likely going to get that on the felony probation.
Over there.
That was their TRAS.
Yeah, we're not going to deem it.
Okay.
No, he'll be expected to once he's released.
Of course.
Mr. Myers, come up. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You're charged, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You're making a very serious decision today, Mr. Myers. You need to understand that you ever get into a car forever and a day, you get pulled over and there's anything funky in your car, whether it's alcohol, dope, you're now going to be looking at a felony charge. Do you understand? A third DWI, you're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Have you been to the pen before?
Yes, sir.
You could be looking at potentially 15 to life days. You know, if it's a serious enough charge. You know, if you've been to the pen twice, you're habitual. 25 to life, man. Really. When something that's so easy as you taking an Uber, $40, anywhere you want to go, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, a toke off a joint, you get into a car.
Here, we witness the gravity of repeat offenses. A simple decision to drive under influence now carries felony risk, potentially 25 to life if patterns persist. Sometimes, the smallest choices have the most severe repercussions.
You're begging for trouble. Do you understand?
Sure.
The agreement is 1 year in Harris County Jail to be probated for 18 months. You will do a repeat offender education class, 4 victim impact panels. You must also do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. He's already done a TRAS upstairs.
He'll still have to do it.
Can we go on that as well and we'll piggyback so he doesn't have to do it again? Okay, we're going to use your TRAS upstairs down here so you don't have to do it all over again. And what we'll do is we will do the same thing because they're requiring you to do SATF upstairs, okay? Which is probably what they're going to order you to do. We will run everything at the same time so it runs together. Just if you have a problem, address it, man.
Yes, sir.
The last thing you want, did you see what happened yesterday? Did you see what happened upstairs yesterday?
No, sir.
Yesterday, there was a guy that's in his 30s that had 2 DWI convictions. He's out in a car. He rams into someone else in the back, kills an officer.
Okay.
Yesterday, he got life. So that's what I'm saying. It's an accident. You don't mean to do it, but if you kill someone, you're looking at a life sentence, man.
This moment highlights the court's preventative approach. The judge recounts a recent tragedy where another repeat offender caused a fatal accident. Probation, education programs, and evaluations aren't just procedural, they're life-saving interventions.
Take an Uber. It's not hard. It's so easy. One button on your damn phone will get you a car wherever you want to go. You must do 3 days in Harris County Jail as a condition of the probation. Do you know when he wants to do it?
April 28th.
Okay. All right. No breath test refusal. If you're driving in a car, an officer asks you to submit a breath test. You must do it while you're on this probation. No drugs, no alcohol, and a guardian and a lock. Is this how you understand the agreement, Mr. Myers?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you're stuck with us until you complete it or you get revoked. If you do something to violate this probation, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to bring you back out and we're going to have a hearing to determine if you violate it and you're looking at an entire year. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have to suspend your license. I'm going to suspend it for a year. Good luck to you, sir.
And the super fines and everything are waived. I am appointed. He is very much a good gentleman.
I normally, on a second, won't, but he's on probation. He's going to be doing SATF. I will. Don't get into a car, man. Just please, don't get into a car. It's not hard. You understand? I'm suspending your license as of today. You're not allowed to drive. I will have you sign an affidavit today promising me you're not going to drive. Mr. Myers, I don't care what you got to do. Just don't drive. All right, good luck.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I have Mr. Broussard, who's the fellow who we spoke about yesterday. He's here, he's in the hallway with his brother, I think. I was trying to remember if it's brother or dad, I think it's brother. So, per our conversation yesterday, your game was putting it back on, and I apologize, I don't have them on my docket, so I gotta look up the cause number.
It's already started.
But then, of course, it doesn't pull up, because I think I misspelled Broussard.
So where do we go from here?
So, they were debating, the district attorney's office was
Got
debating.
them at all?
Yeah, so it's the same answer basically that, this is what we're talking about, like mental health.
We have a TRAS,
Yes.
right?
And I think, yes, we were gonna have a TRAS, or was it?
Under copy that.
Copy that, that was it, because the TRAS, were any kind of thing that we do in the TRAS.
What are your comp offers? So can we get a date today?
So what'll happen is, once I get him on bond, then I can file a comp eval and ask for a date. Because they won't give me a date if he's got a warrant. So,
Okay.
so we get him on bond, yeah. Yes, Judge. It is 2503529. I give you Mr. Broussard.
Show up. That's all we're asking you to do. When you show up to court, good things happen, Mr. Broussard, okay? We need to do something with you now. I'm gonna reinstate your bond. We need to send you to do an evaluation. It's the only thing I'm asking you to do. If you do this, good things are gonna happen, all right? So I'm reinstating it now.
Yes, Judge.
File the paperwork. Is it?
I'm gonna do it right now. Yes, normally I can get, so I don't know when the date will be, but they'll tell me a date today.
Wonderful. Let's do it. So before he leaves, he knows the actual date.
Excellent.
Awesome. Okay.
And Judge, is it possible for him to stay in the hallway with his brother? Okay.
Don't leave.
Don't leave the floor.
Don't leave.
Be in the hall, okay?
Okay. You ready?
Travius Bell, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Bell, he's, was on the docket for today, but he does have a bond violation.
Who wants to talk first?
If I may, Your Honor. I think the facts were that, you may recall, he was being evicted from the place where he was living with his family member. He was getting a drink. His family member has dreads like him, kicked the door. He was walking back to the residence. They accused him of doing what his cousin did. He was taken into custody because he had the MAJ out of Fort Bend County. I believe he gave a fake name or something like that. The state is verifying these facts. He was in the process of finding some place to live when he was here for his bond conditions. He's got his ankle monitor. He has a new place where he lives, where he's been resting his head. But I think the bond violation is popping up because he's not checking in to where the original location was that he gave probation. I believe he has phone records from when he was speaking with probation, trying to inform them of the updated address. And I just got the BVR last night at like 9 o'clock or something like that. The first
I
time.
haven't even seen it.
Yeah,
I don't even.
nor has the state. So perhaps we're
Let me take a look. So the bond violation is that he entered at 10:50 as opposed to the 10 o'clock, right?
Yes, 10:50 and 21 seconds on 3/28. And that goes back to 3/28 as well, Your Honor. And today is April 9th.
Don't pick up any more bond violations. It's not going to go well for you. You understand? If you don't have anyone if you don't have anyone that's ready to pony up $10,000 on you, if you get both your cases revoked, you'll be stuck like Chuck in there until this thing's over with. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Make good decisions. One more. That's it. There's no excuse. Do you understand? Okay. All right. We'll continue supervision.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Teapot.
Buenos días, señor.
You were charged with illegal dumping. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine.
Parece multa.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to
Se
you,
le
sir.
asignaría uno. Dice,
On August 1st, 2019, surveillance video recorded a gray Chevrolet Avalanche bearing a
dice,
temporary license plate
Sofía Avalanche con las placas.
and also recorded two Hispanic males exit the vehicle and illegally dump a refrigerator on the side of a city easement in Harris County, Texas. The weight of the waste was approximately 117 pounds. The officer used the license plate to identify the defendant. The officer compared the surveillance video to the defendant's driver's license photo and believes the suspect to be the same person.
Y sospechoso era la misma persona.
See the person?
Dice,
On the
¿vieron la
surveillance video.
persona?
There's surveillance of him actually dumping the fridge.
Yes, sir.
Vigilancia dice la foto
All right,
de
Mr.
él.
Bucks, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable
Suficiente
cause
razón como
to go
prueba
forward with your
para
case.
seguir con el
You run his
caso.
license, please.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, I
Su señoría.
just have one moment.
Dice,
Sure. If you do not have a Texas driver license and liability insurance, you are not allowed to drive.
no puede
And
manejar.
that is a condition of your bond. If I find that you do in violation of this, I will put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you because they sweep it daily, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in there until this case is over with. And then you get shipped off to immigration. Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende? Yes, sir.
How's jail?
Wasn't fun.
I'll be right back.
You don't want help?
I would like to receive help.
We can help you find a place to stay. We can get you food, cell phones, all kinds of stuff. All you have to do is ask and we can provide it to you. The problem is that if you're homeless and you continue to rack up these convictions, you're just making it worse for yourself. Every time you plead guilty, you end up with a conviction. And when you rack up certain types of convictions, it only hurts you so much worse, you know? They've offered you time served. If you want to do this today, we can do it today. We also have other services available as well if you want that as well. You're charged with 2 counts of criminal trespass. The agreement that they have worked out, or that you guys have worked out, is they're going to dismiss one. You will end up pleading on the second one. If you do this, you're going to end up with a conviction on your record. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. You understand? Is this what you want to do? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this, there's no turning back. Who do you have in your life? Do you have anyone?
Right now,
Mom, dad,
I
anyone?
have my mom, but I haven't contacted her.
Why not?
I haven't had the
Where does she live?
town.
So you would prefer to live on the street than contact mom?
I really get in contact with her, but it's just been a minute.
She's what?
It's been a long time. I would want to get in contact with her though.
Where are you living now, on the street? So why not call mom? Isn't it better to live at home with mom than to live on the street?
But I'm realizing
But Cassidy, 30 days from today, if you have a change of heart, if you would rather do something else like a probation, come back and we can talk. Because I have jurisdiction within 30 days of after you do this. If you have a change of heart, if you want probation, if you want help, services, we can do that for you. You know, it just scares me that you're doing this. You're going to end up right back on the street, end up back in 2 weeks with another charge, you know?
Here, we see the human side of the legal system. The defendant is homeless, disconnected from family, facing a crossroads, continued convictions or seeking help. The court extends resources, showing that justice can be both firm and compassionate.
How do you plead to this offense, sir? Guilty or not guilty? Guilty.
Still give her resources.
I'm gonna have you talk to Shatori. We have resources that we can give you. Whatever you need, all you gotta do is ask and we'll try to help you with whatever you need. All right? Like I said, if you have a change of heart, you wanna do something within 30 days, let me know. We can do something, try to do something different, all right? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? Mr. Cassidy.
That's weird. How do you plead guilty or not guilty?
What is that? How do I teach?
Guilty or not guilty?
Are you guilty of criminal trespass? All right. I'm gonna find you guilty. I'll send it to you the 90 days. I'll give you credit for the 36. I'll have you talk to Shatori now so we can try to help you out. All right? All right. Good luck, Mr. Cassidy. Your other case will be dismissed. You have something on today's docket?
No, Your Honor.
Is that what this is? PSR?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
One, Your Honor, but
So 255-7900.
So 255.
7900.
79.
Cheryl.
7,900, Cheryl. It's the last name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Can I bring him up?
Oh, so this is, I guess,
He's not here.
He's not here. He's from out of state. There's not a date. And so I was wanting to answer the open warrant and try to see if we can set a bond.
We usually do that with them here so we can get bond conditions done. Where do they live?
He's in Maryland, Baltimore area.
Can he get here so we can do it? I don't mind giving him a PR bond,
Yeah.
but we need him here.
So he said he could be here by next week. I think spring break is next week for the family.
Tell him
The
to be careful, he
16th.
gets on a plane.
Well, that's the problem. So I didn't want him to get on a plane or drive and there's.
Well, driving, I mean, I don't think that there's,
Either way, we couldn't clear it because he would need to fingerprint and I would need him here to sign the bond and to be sent for fingerprinting. Because even if a bond is set, the warrant can't be cleared until they go to JPC and receive that information. So,
I don't know, like if I were to set a bond, I don't know, would he be able to make it in Maryland?
oh, like a surety bond?
Yeah,
Right.
or if I remember pay the court.
I know for surety bonds, they do have to fingerprint as well.
Yes.
So I'm
but-
not sure how that works.
Are you okay with setting a bond on this?
My only, I didn't realize it, but my only concern is obviously bond issues, right? Like, I don't care about the amount, it's because it's family violence case, so we're gonna contact.
Well, so what, you know, if we set a bond and he makes it, he's got 7 days to be here. If he doesn't come, we issue another warrant and I'll never do it again.
Yeah, we just came from court one. There's apparently two cases.
Oh.
One was going to be dismissed. We
Wait a
thought it was-
second. No.
And now we're here.
But
It's coming to us, regardless, it would have been, it's the lower case number. We have the lower case number, so it comes to us.
what's weird?
That said to be the other day that that the magistrate found no PC on, they didn't sign the warrant.
Oh, that's weird. Did you hear that?
And we had case two.
So let's get it here, Vic. Let's get it here so we can do everything all at once. You want to do that?
Yeah, the court one has to be the one to transfer it, and they have to sign it.
Will you go?
I just came from, but the prosecutor's office said they're going to end up dismissing the case. It hasn't happened yet. But there was no reason for the judge to issue a bond or anything. She said, I still had to come here. So I just came.
Did they say when they're going to dismiss it or no?
No, but I mean, at this point, it can't.
The problem is, if I set you a bond now and they don't dismiss it, you'll never be able to post bond because there's always going to be that warrant out.
I mean, I can run up, go and check with she put on the record.
Oh, great. Is it your case?
It's not, it needs to transfer over because it was a cold one, that's a
He's saying that they're going to dismiss it.
The assault family violence.
I think the magistrate found no PC on it. And he refused, the magistrate refused to sign the warrant too.
It's the other one, Judge, that they found they didn't find. It was the 2557877.
They found no PC or they found
They
PC?
didn't sign the warrant. The one
On the
in court
terroristic
one,
threat.
I don't know if he signed out. But. the
Okay,
one-
so I guess the magistrate found no PC on the terroristic threat and found
You don't have a case at all, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I was gonna ask for a PC hearing anyway, but at this point, because there's an
Let
open
me do
warrant.
this plea real quick and then.
Yeah, I'll
Be on your
hang out. Thank you.
It was, the magistrate found no PC on the terroristic threat, our case.
Oh, okay.
So let me just do this plea and we'll do PC.
Yeah.
Coming up. Okay, counsel, are you ready? Are you ready?
Maybe so. I'm waiting on.
Oh, okay.
All right, let me add this and this was, no, this one quick.
Just take your time. There's no rush.
7900.
It is discovered.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I bought it on the phone. I think it falls on me.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So do you have the cost numbers on Cheryl?
Yes, I'm pulling it up now.
I mean, theoretically speaking, if a magistrate found no PC on our case here, there's nothing I can do anyways. Right? Because we've lost jurisdiction. So there's nothing that I can do with it. They either have to dismiss it or have to go re-indict it at some point.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do with the terroristic threat?
I mean, just for candid purposes, this is the first time that I'm looking at.
That you even seen, okay, so
And everything, so I'm just not in a position where I'm gonna be able to say, yes, we're gonna, dismiss it.
what we normally do in that instance is we give the state a little bit of time to do whatever they want to do to determine whether they want to dismiss it or go indict it. We usually put it for the last. Vic,
Yes, Judge.
the no PC cases that they haven't dismissed, do we put it on the last day of,
The last Monday of the month, so April 28th.
that's what we normally put it on for you guys to make whatever decision that you want to do. The terroristic threat's out of my hand. Nothing I can do with it. So if you want me to do something on the assault, we got to get it down here. And then I can set you a bond.
Judge. They just called.
Okay.
The assault's been dismissed.
So I just want to make sure there's not an open warrant. That's the only.
So I guess just the warrant's outside.
But the problem, he never signed the 2B, right? So how can there be an open warrant if he didn't sign the 2B?
It's like it's in one stairs, but they didn't.
It'll show warrant status, but a judge, me, the magistrate never signed the actual warrant for it to issue. It shows warrant status, but
Okay, so I think the open warrant was
problem
court
is
warrant, realistically.
no, because they just dismissed it.
Right, so now that will go away.
That's going to
Potentially.
pay, but
Okay.
our case here in court 5, it's been no PC by the magistrate. So the problem is that wherever he goes, people are going to see open warrant and they're not going to know what transpired here. So they're going to assume it's in warrant status. So they're going
That's
to,
my concern for him. Even-
I understand. So all's in your court. My name's Bennett and I ain't in it.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't do anything.
I mean,
So-
I can hang out
No.
today.
Take your time, take a look, what I would do, just, I guess, get his information, contact him in a couple days, see what you guys want to do, take your time, talk to whoever you need to talk to, and then to make a decision.
So I'll talk to my chief today about it, see if that's something.
And then you guys, I mean, for me, there's
Yeah, at
nothing
this-
to do, because
Thank you, Judge.
our case is out, and then the other one's been dismissed. I would go get a copy of that dismissal.
Right, no, this is all helpful either way. I'm glad I came down.
I would, at the minimum, go get yourself a copy of the dismissal from court 1, so you have that for your record, so you can give it to your client, and then let him know it's.
Judge, they're seeing that since, even though that they didn't sign the warrant, it's going to be heard by the judge and then.
She found, she found the PC.
They do things a little bit different, so like, so just because they.
Did they find the machine? Hold on, guys, hold on. Okay, so, so this is what happened. The cops go to get the warrant signed on the terroristic threat, and the magistrate refused to sign it. So what she's saying that we need to hear PC right now.
Let's have a hearing then, that's probably the easiest.
Shh. Okay, so, are you ready? Okay, go for it.
Officers were dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas. Complainant witness stated that the defendant called her the day prior and stated, quote, "I know where you live. I'm going to come kill you. I'm going to kill your dog. I have a trapper on your car." Complainant witness told officers that the defendant had given her the vehicle and that she was concerned about the existence of a tracking device. Defendant is not a resident of the state, but was in town for an unrelated reason. The defendant then sent the complainant witness a photo of her apartment door after making a threat. Heard on ring video, the defendant hitting the door in an aggressive manner. CW said she was in fear of her life.
So he says, go through it again.
All right, so complainant witness stated that the defendant called her the day prior and stated, "I know you live. I'm going to come kill you. I'm going to kill your dog. I had a track on your car." Complainant witness told officers that the defendant had given her the vehicle and that she was concerned about that just tracking device. Defendant was in town for an unrelated reason, but the defendant then sent complainant a photo of her apartment door after making the threat, and the officer observed on ring video the defendant hitting the door in an aggressive manner, and the complainant stated she.
So why would they find no PC? I mean, it's.
There's a few things left in there. I think first, the complainant stated she did not wish to pursue any criminal charges, perhaps.
Yeah, but that doesn't
I mean,
factor into whether there's probable.
The other issue, I think, is this allegedly happened on the day before, and at some point later the next day, the complaining witness, I don't think 911 was called, the complaining witness did their own investigation somehow. That's what I can tell from the way the complaint is written. So I don't think 911 was ever called. I don't think the threats are imminent as would be required under the Terroristic Threats Act.
He says, I'm going to come kill you. I mean, there's imminency with that. I'm going to go do that, right?
Certainly that is a consideration. I don't think that's imminent because there's not, I'm coming now, I'm doing this. Like, I think there has to be a finite time.
I'm going implies I'm coming.
Yeah, and I think for the purpose of PC, right now we have a complainant stating, even if, she didn't want to press charges or anything, a complainant stating that she was in fear of imminent, she was in imminent fear. We have a statement, we have a video of a picture of her front door being sent, and then a video of the defendants,
I mean,
I don't know that we have that, but I understand if those threats were allegedly made, I think it was the day before.
Before what?
The day before, based on the complaint, I'm just strictly going off the complaint. It was the day before, and then the next day in the evening, this complaint was filed. So there's at least a period of time that no longer has the imminency is my point.
No, they may have filed it later, but the act itself isn't terroristic threat when it happens. Of course, it takes time to file something. They're going to file it later, right? But the fact remains is that on this day, at this time, he says, hey, I'm going to fucking kill you, right? And then proceeds to provide more evidence, adding credence to the fact that he's going to do it. I don't know about the assault, but I mean, I think that there is sufficient to go forward just for the terroristic threat. If you want, I can set you a bond now. That way they can make it. But let him know that once I set a bond, if he makes it, he needs to be here within 7 days.
Sure.
And then after that, you guys go do about your business, right? Now, I think the fact that she may not want to go forward or whatnot, that will play into the case itself. But remember, probable cause is a very low burden.
No, I understand completely, Jan. I just think in terms of probable cause, and I understand that what the complaint has said, it's coming from a third party. I know hearsay is allowed and all of that later on, but for purposes of today, at least if we can get the bond, that, because I came with the impression that this was already an open case anyway.
And I thought so too, but you know, a lot of times what happens is the magistrates don't get all the information because it comes in piecemeal. And so they may not have had all the information at the time when the 2B was issued, and they kind of supplement it after the fact. So, what do you think about a bond? Amount wise?
2,000.
Well, can we just pay the court? I was thinking a couple $100 to pay to the court so that he doesn't have to pay a bondsman.
You're gonna pay?
I'm not gonna pay. A family
I was
member,
gonna say, be very careful.
I'm not paying any.
Be very careful.
family will pay on his
Okay.
behalf, but I would want him to pay the court so that the money can be returned rather than a bonding company.
They'll have to go to the sheriff's office. They don't come here to ask.
No, either way,
They go.
but I wanted to be able, the opportunity to pay a couple $100 to the court so that that money could be
What are
returned.
you saying? How much?
Like $300 to $500 is what I was thinking.
Sure, 500.
400 it is. We'll split the puppy for you.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna find PC on the terroristic threat.
Put the 2B warrant in here.
Okay, bond will be set at $400. Did they in fact dismiss the other one though?
Yes, Martha said
Okay.
she has to.
Can we print out a copy of it? If he can get here, I'll give him a PR bond. So,
I think he said next week would be,
but just, he runs a risk, right?
Right.
Because there'll be an open warrant for his arrest, so he runs a risk. The later he takes to do it, then, but, okay, we're done.
thank you, Jeff.
Thanks.